welcome back to another amazing interactive read aloud. Today, we are going to read the book My Brother Charlie. Okay, and it is written by Holly Robinson Peete and Ryan Elizabeth Peete. The pictures are by Shane W. Evans. Shane W. Evans came up with the pictures and drew the pictures, so she or he is the illustrator. Holly Robinson Peete and Ryan Elizabeth Peete wrote the story, so they are the authors, yes. And it's titled My Brother Charlie. It is a level Q reader, so this is something that you might be reading if you are just about ready for fourth grade. This is something that you would be reading. And let's look at the cover. We see a boy and a girl hugging each other and a dog that seems to love them because he is licking them. So it looks like it's going to be a good one, right, Oliver? Let's look at our objective before we actually get into it. Objective. So students will attentively listen to a story that shows kindness and acceptance to others who are different. We'll think about the author's message as we read and listen. Okay, so once again, a great message from an author, and it's going to show kindness and acceptance of others. So let's get into our story. You ready, Oliver? Don't forget your reading pal, guys. You always need one to help you through the story. So here's our title page, and there we see the little boy and the little girl again. They have the same eyes. Yeah, they look a lot alike. Let's see. We've always been together, even in Mommy's tummy. My twin brother, Charlie, and me. Do you know what it means to have a twin brother or sister? Oliver, do you know what that means? Having a twin brother or sister means that it's two babies and they're in the mommy's tummy at the same time. And they're born the same day. One is born first, and maybe a few minutes later, the second one is. So when you have a twin brother or sister, you share a birthday, you're the same age, and sometimes you look exactly alike, sometimes you don't. Twins could be two boys, two girls, or maybe a boy and a girl. We still share lots of things. Curly hair and brown eyes. How much we love hot chocolate with marshmallows. Our dog Harriet. Rolling in the grass, music, football, and names that start with the letter C. Kelly and Charlie. Okay, so there's the dog Harriet, there's the girl Kelly, and there's the boy Charlie. They're kind of even dressed alike. Sometimes you see twins that dress alike. But being twins doesn't make us exactly the same. I'm 2 minutes younger than Charlie. I can stare for hours at the Big Dipper and the moon. And I love to talk. Charlie is skinnier and goofier than me. He hates math. When he looks at the sky, he finds jets and helicopters. And sometimes my brother gets very quiet. So on this page, we learn that twins don't always behave the same. They might like some things that are the same, but just because they look alike doesn't mean that they like everything exactly the same. These two don't like everything exactly the same. When we were babies, I pointed out flowers and cats and fireflies. I snuggled and giggled with Mommy on dark nights and told Mommy again and again how much I love her. But Charlie was different. He wouldn't play with me or kiss Mommy's cheek when she hugged him. And he didn't say I love you. Seems those words were locked deep inside my brother. Everyone told Mommy not to worry. He's just being a boy, they said. But Mommy knew there was something different about Charlie. I knew it too. Okay, I wonder why Charlie is behaving differently. Okay, he doesn't like to play with his sister all the time or tell his mom he loves her. Okay, so there's something different about him. Let's find out. As we grew older, Mommy watched Charlie very carefully. She and I could see he was struggling. Then Mommy discovered that Charlie's brain works in a special way because Charlie has autism. It's harder for Charlie to make friends or show his feelings or stay safe. The doctor even told Mommy that Charlie would never say I love you. That made Mommy and me saddest of all. Okay, so these 2 pages are very important because we learned that Charlie has autism. Okay, and I also read that Charlie's brain works in a special way. And because his brain works in a special way, it's harder for him to show his feelings, to make friends, or to even stay safe. Okay, so this is an important word to know in this story, autism. So autism, when somebody has autism or is autistic, their brain works a little differently. And that may cause them to act a little different than other children. I have learned from Charlie that love doesn't always come from what you say. It can also come from what you do. And so we do right by Charlie. We love Charlie strong. We watch over him with the might of angels. We have to. Okay, so this page also has some powerful words. We learned that it doesn't always have to be the words that show that you love someone, but what you do. Okay? And they make sure to take care of Charlie because as we read in the past, in the page before, Charlie can't always keep himself safe. So he needs a family to make sure that he is safe and that they are showing love to him. This is a nice story. When Charlie wants something, nothing stops him. Even when it's dangerous. And there are days when it's hard to be Charlie's sister. Sometimes he can ruin the best play dates. Other times he seems so far away. Like when he won't look at me or speak or play. Okay. So I understand that it's not always easy to be Charlie's sister from what I just read. Okay. So turn and talk to your pal. Tell your pal. Why do you think it's so hard to be patient with someone like that? Why do you think she's having such a hard time being patient with her brother? What do you think? Yeah, sometimes Charlie does dangerous things and doesn't want to play the way she's playing with the other kids, so it makes it hard for her. Yeah, I agree. I wish I could crawl inside Charlie's world to move things around for him and for me. I know Charlie wants to be in my world, fitting in, making friends, having fun, and laughing. Okay, so I could tell that Kelly wants Charlie to be part of her world. She looks sad that they don't seem to understand each other very well. And I think I could say that Kelly's a very kind sister because she cares. She cares about her brother and she wants to be close to him and for them to understand each other. See, she looks kind of sad. There are good times with Charlie too. When Charlie looks at me and welcomes me with his smile. He lets me touch his face. He laughs when we lock fingers in a holding hands game. That's Charlie's I love you, said in the silly ways we play together. Okay, so reading these pages makes me happy because I see that Kelly found a way to connect with Charlie. And even though Charlie is different in the way he plays and maybe he doesn't always say, I love you, this is his way of showing his love to his sister. Charlie is good at so much. He knows the names of all the American presidents. He's a fish in the water. That means he's a great swimmer. He has a special way with animals, especially Harriet. When Harriet and Charlie are together, there's even more I love you said in the way only Charlie can when he gets Harriet to sit, run, or listen. Okay, why don't you talk to your pal? What are some of the things Charlie is good at? So what did we read at? What did we just read? I think Charlie's good with animals, and he's awesome with Harriet. He can get her to do tricks. Not everyone can do that. No. Charlie's got a mind that tests things. Shoelaces, paper clips, apples, pine cones, and he enjoys sharing. He likes to show off his shell collection, his new sneakers, and how he plays Itsy Bitsy Spider on the piano. Yeah, so Charlie is pretty talented. Charlie likes to share how sweet he is and how much he cares about other people. When I fall off my bike or bump my head, Charlie comes running. He always makes my hurts feel better with the caring that comes from his eyes. Sometimes when Charlie can find the words, when they unlock themselves from inside him, he does say I love you. It's good. So I learned on this page that Charlie can be helpful, kind, and loving, and he can say the words I love you. Isn't that great? I will always remember the first time I heard Charlie say it. So clear and kind, so Charlie. I banged my toe hard and cried. There was my brother patting my back, saying over and over again, "Don't cry, Kelly, I love you." Oh, so there he is again saying, I love you. And even though he has autism and his brain works in a different way, Charlie can still be caring, loving, and kind. It wasn't just the words that were so strong. It was the love that Charlie showed me just by being there. I love you too, Charlie, came from me fast. So what a special moment between a brother and a sister. All Kelly needs is for Charlie to be there for her. Okay. So even though he does say it sometimes, and sometimes he doesn't say I love you, his eyes and his kindness always show his love. Charlie has autism, but autism doesn't have Charlie. If you ever get to meet my brother, you'll feel lucky to be his friend. He won't care if you have the coolest sneakers or if you are the best at sports. He'll just like you for who you really are. That's Charlie. I'm blessed to be Charlie's sister and to share so much. I count my Charlie blessings every day. At the very top of my Charlie blessings list is the love Charlie and I have for each other. Okay, so I love these two sentences. Charlie has autism, but autism doesn't have Charlie. And that's a great way to think about someone who is different. Okay, Charlie has so many good qualities and so many good things that we can say about him that, yes, he might do things in a different way, but we don't have to focus so much on his autism. Okay, Charlie is a person, not just an autistic person. Okay, and here it is said in so many ways, and there they are building a puzzle together. And it happens to be a puzzle with hearts. So they're working together. Isn't that great? Isn't that a lovely story? Okay, so this book has a great example of kindness, and it has a great message for anybody who reads this book. Our objective was to read a book that shows kindness and acceptance to others who are different, and think about the author's message as we read and listen. I also want to talk a little bit about the author, because the author and the co-author, it's actually the mother and the daughter who wrote the book. And there is the picture of Charlie. And actually his name is not Charlie. They changed the character's name for the sake of the book, but it's based on the relationship between the boy and the girl, the twins that they talk about. So it's a really nice book, and I like how they have a page that the author explains why they wrote the book and how it can help you. So I'm just going to quickly talk about some ways or some things that you can learn from this book. It says if someone who has autism doesn't respond right away, you can speak to him. It doesn't mean he's being rude. Socializing can sometimes be hard for somebody who has autism. Many people have trouble making friends, And it's even harder for boys and girls that are autistic or have autism. So include these people or these kids that might seem a little different into your playtime with your other friends. Okay? We are special in our own way. Focus on what kids do well. So I always try to find the goodness in somebody who is different. And people that have autism are exceptionally smart. Their brains work a little bit differently, and maybe it takes them longer to process information, but they're super, super intelligent. So please don't think that somebody that is different is not intelligent. They are very intelligent. So this is a great book with a great message. Did you like it, Oliver? Thumbs up again. Yeah, this is a really good one. And I like it because it's based on real people. So now that we've read our story and we've talked about it, I want you to take out your notebook like you've been doing. Turn to the first blank page. Write the title of the book, My Brother Charlie. And in your notebook, write about how you can show kindness to others that are different from you. So think about and write in your notebook how you can show kindness to others that are different from you. The book showed many examples of kindness, and at the end, I went over some things that you could apply to your own life. So I hope you enjoyed this book. It's a Q reader, which is beginning to 4th grade, so you can definitely read this book and enjoy it for some time to come since you're just in 2nd grade. And I can't wait to see you, and I thank you for joining me, boys and girls. Bye.